Hello, this is MadLevel4 here, and welcome to another video. This is going to be my review of Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 7, also known as The Broken Man. Now, we start off without a title sequence, interestingly enough. Now, I think this is actually the first time that they've done this before that's not been a premiere, sorry. So, like, it's not been the first episode. And this scene was actually really good. We got Ian McShane and the Hound back. Now this scene was great. The music was great. The reveal was great. It was just a really nice scene. It was really great to see, the Hound back in action. Now this episode overall was a good episode. There wasn't really a boring part of the video. I liked it. It was all very, very enticing. A much better episode than last week's episode. I was engaged with the whole episode. Lots of plot developments, lots of nods to the book. Also, lots of sort of foreshadowing for future events, and also a bit of manipulation stuff going on as well. Also, the plot is progressing quite a lot now, with the Northern Army growing and King's Landing stuff getting quite intense. So without further ado, let's get into the breakdown of the episode. As I said previously, the Hound reveal was great. With the music and stuff like that. And then we get a little chat between the Hound and Ian McShane. The Hound says something about hate being the only thing that has kept him going over the times that he almost died, fighting at Brienne. And this is obviously foreshadowing for Clegane Bowl. This hate for the Mountain is the only thing that keeps him going, and it's something that's definitely going to come out. As well, Ian McShane said that the gods had a plan for him, and obviously this Clegane Bowl is probably his plan, or the god's plan for him, I should say. Now, Marjorie seems properly changed in this next scene, and the whole way through I kept on thinking that there's got to be some sort of underlying master manipulation, because you could see she was acting, she was pretending to act badly, which was actually pretty good. She no longer has any sexual desires, which adds to this fact that she's properly changed. She then tries to convert Elena, but slips her a piece of paper. And as I said earlier, there's some sort of manipulation thing going on here. Marjorie's got some sort of plan for the Faith. What that is, we have no idea. But she's definitely gonna hit them hard and hit them like hard in the future. It's really gonna knock them unless something's already happened to them, because she knows she has something coming. She knows what she's gonna do with them, but we don't know yet. And I mean, hopefully we'll find out in the next couple of episodes. But this reveal that she's sort of manipulating was good. The conversation with Elena was great. Obviously, you get to see. I love their relationship. Their relationship's a really good on-screen relationship to see them sort of have chats, and to see Elena sort of like. Elena's just a really good character, a really great performance from Diana Rigg, and yeah, the whole scene was pretty great. They get the Wildlings, who Jon needs to convert onto their side, and Tormund easily convinces them by saying that they're cowards or something. This is a pretty good scene. Obviously, it shows Tormund's power over the Wildlings, with him being obviously a sort of Mance Rayder kind of figure in their wakes, but not sort of having the same power, but still being able to control them. Now, Cersei meets with Elena. Elena tells Cersei to leave King's Landing, because obviously the Faith are getting stronger, and they're going to come for Cersei, which is probably foreshadowing for events to come. Perhaps the Faith are going to go after Cersei. Obviously, we see in the trailer for next episode that the Faith do actually come to her. This might be for her trial or something like that, but it seems that Robert Strong takes them all out. This could lead to Lancel's death, perhaps, or something else. Now, Jaime's leading the Lannister army at Riverrun, and the threat to kill Edmure is straight from the books. That scene was pretty great, pretty funny to see how much of a shambles the Frey are doing at running the siege. It really shows the weakness of the Freys, and how easy it should be and how sort of like weak they are, and how they really shouldn't have been able to overthrow the Northern Army, but they managed to. So it shows their sort of weakness, and could foreshadow their sort of like death in the future. I mean, because obviously they're a very weak house, they're not a very strong house, as you can see from this poorly run siege. Something really needs to be done about the Freys. Now, Jaime meets with the Blackfish. He takes control of the whole siege and really dominates and shows his power over the whole situation. Obviously, with the Freys not being in power for very long, they haven't been able to. They don't really know what they're doing. However, the Lannisters obviously do know what they're doing, as they've been a big house for a long time. Then they go to the Mormonts, where we see Lyanna Mormont, who is really well done. Her power in the scene was just really great. You could really see how she absolutely beats down Jon and Sansa and absolutely controls the whole situation, being the lady that she is of the house. And it was really great performance from whoever the actress is. She's very young, but it was great nonetheless. Yeah, she was really good. That was definitely a poignant part of the scene, and really the whole episode. She was quite a big highlight. Davos manages to convince her, which is sort of like Davos's relationship to Shireen. He obviously has a lot of experience with talking to this. And God, that went bad. That went bad quickly. But yeah, it was a great scene to show to show the sort of power play between them, and to see how powerful she actually really is. And this sort of reflects the Mormonts. They only get 62 men, which shows the deaths at the Red Wedding, because obviously there would have been a lot more men. But the Red Wedding has really killed off a lot of these men. Now Jaime talks with Brynden, and Brynden obviously has a lot more power over him, actually. Is shown in the conversation as Brynden controls the whole kind of thing. He doesn't let Jaime have anything that he wants, and that's sort of it for that conversation. Now, Jon asks for the Glovers' help, but obviously the Red Wedding has been a big part, and due to the Red Wedding, the Glovers are against the Starks because of the mistakes that Robb made, mainly with Talisa and his relationship with her. Now, the Greyjoys are in Volantis. Theon is weak, which might relate to the title The Broken Man. This is probably more to do with the Hound coming back, but it could relate to Theon as well, because he is a broken man. They're sailing to Meereen to make a pact with Dany, which I totally called in my prediction video. If you haven't seen that, go watch that and see how great I did at predicting that. The way that they got there was a bit different, but I pretty much called it. Now Sansa needs the Arryns, and that's what that letter was about, I believe. She's writing to Littlefinger to tell him to come and meet them at Winterfell because they're going to lose otherwise, and they need the Arryns' help to win. Now the Brotherhood without banners show up at the Lonely Isle. That's what I'm going to call it, the Quiet Isle. That's what it is in the books. And they show up, and the Hound is hungry for a fight. You can see it in his eye. He says he's hungry or something, but he's angry, and he doesn't like the Brotherhood being all ruthless like this. Now the Brotherhood have changed a lot since we saw them last time. They were a bit more happy, fun, and the last time we saw them. Now this could be due to a change in leadership of the Brotherhood, and this could be to do with Lady Stoneheart, who, according to Sophie Turner, may be in this series. Now Arya is leaving Braavos, but is stabbed by the waif, which is a shock. She doesn't die, I don't think. She's in the next episode. Hopefully she doesn't die. I really don't want her to die. She's one of the main characters, and she's one of the characters that I would not like to die. I'd like to see her actually go places and maybe die in a better situation than what it was in this episode. I mean, it was a bit out of nowhere. It was so obvious as well. You knew that was the waif coming up to her. She should have ran. It was a bit silly from her. She should have realised that, that's obviously the waif. She's going to come and kill you, mate. But she only gets a little slash. I mean, I know that's sort of looking at it, but she only really gets a sort of slash to the stomach. It doesn't seem that bad. I don't think it's pierced the actual muscle. It hasn't gone very deep, not a very deep cut. Hopefully she'll get some treatment for that in the next episode, and she'll be running around like usual, as we see in the trailer. Now the brother kills all the people on what will be the Quiet Isle, which is again a link to the Hound's rage. He's very angry now, so maybe he'll go and take it out on the Brotherhood, or maybe he'll go to King's Landing and fight his brother, the person he hates the most. This could also be a link to Lady Stoneheart, obviously, who may or may not be leading the Brotherhood now, as they have become much more ruthless than they were under Beric. In Beric, they were there to help people, but this doesn't seem like they're helping. This is terrorizing the people instead of helping them, which is the much more ruthless rule that Lady Stoneheart has. And obviously, with them being followers of the Red God because of Thoros of Myr, they could just not like anyone who follows the faith or something like that. But anyway, that is it for this video. We've got the Hound possibly going to fight off and Clegane Bowl, a possible Lady Stoneheart, and some other great story arcs finishing off. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you next time.